Hello traders, welcome to Trading Logic, where we trade with logic and not with emotions. On Monday 27th of July, I did a top-down analysis on the dollar index and I later dropped the video on my YouTube channel. So if you like to see how I did a top-down analysis, you can go to my YouTube channel at the Trading Logic to watch the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more updates. According to my technical analysis, I said this week the US dollar might experience a drop, and I said if the US dollar should drop as expected, I will be buying Euro USD and GBP USD. So yesterday during the Fomc meeting, the US dollar dropped as expected. Now that the expected have been experienced yesterday, we've seen the drop on the dollar index yesterday. So what's next on Euro USD? So we are going to see that together today. But before we go to Euro USD, I would like to do a quick recap on my analysis on the dollar index. So let's see this together. Last week I said here we have this break of structure on the 1 hour time frame, and this happened to be the last break of structure to the upside. Okay, so later on we have this drop which gave us a change of character on the 1 hour time frame. And now that we've seen a change of character, which means the market trend is about to change its direction from bullish to bearish. So in that case, we all know that market doesn't move randomly and smart money doesn't trade randomly. So what we are all expecting after this change of character is that we are expecting the price to give us a correction move before another drop. So, but before we can do that, smart money needs liquidity to move the market. So after this change of character, we are expecting liquidity sweep before we see the real or the actual move. Okay, so I said, okay, now that we've seen a change of character on the dollar index, and here at this particular area, we have a level of support. You have a level of support right here, which means we are having some buying activities going on at this particular zone. We have some buying activities going on here. So if we have buying activities going on here, which means the traders that have been buying dollar index at this particular zone have their stop losses exactly below this zone. And later on, you can see that the price pushed down a little bit, swept all the liquidities, all the stop losses below this level of support, and a few moments later we have a move to the upside. All right, so I said, okay, right here we have a level of supply that has not been mitigated. We had a level of supply that has not been mitigated, and if you look at that level of supply, before that supply, you can see that over here we had liquidity sweep. Market swept liquidity at this particular area. Then we later have an internal break of structure to the downside. Okay, so immediately I see this move to the downside. I knew that this move is just a trap. It's just a trap to induce some sellers. You know, some traders are seeing this as a break of structure, or they are seeing this zone as a breakout. So those traders will be entering a sell position right here and putting their stop losses exactly at this particular point. So a few moments later, price reverse and stop them out as well. So if you look at this place, you can see that we are seeing some selling activities going on here as well. You can see here we are seeing some selling activities going on here. So which means for those sellers, for those traders that have been selling here, their stop losses is exactly above this level. Okay, so which means that stop losses are exactly above this level. And if you look at this looks like a break of structure to the downside. So if you are seeing this as a break of structure to the downside, they are expecting a retracement maybe into this zone here, and they will be expecting a sell. So for those traders that are expecting a sell right here, which means they have their stop losses here as well. Okay, they have their stop losses here as well, or some of them will have put a pending order here. So what happened there? So what happened later? You can see that price reacted to that zone. You can see how price reacted to that zone, and later on we have a strong move to the upside. So what we have seen at this particular level here is also liquidity sweep. So what we have seen below here is sell side liquidity, and what we have seen here is buy side liquidity. Then later on we have a mitigation of this supply zone. And if you look at this supply zone very well, you can see that the first set of sellers, we have the first set of sellers here. Then price pushed a little bit up, take them out. So we've seen our liquidity sweep exactly at this zone, and now you can see that we've seen a change of character to the downside, because you can see that previously we have seen a bullish uptrend, but right now we have seen a change of character to the downside. And that is what I explained in my video on Monday. I said if market should break this low we have right here, then we will have seen what we call market structure shift. Now that we've seen a shift in the market structure, so what's next on the dollar index? So what we are expecting now is that we are expecting a retracement into a level of supply. Then we should expect a continuation to the downside. I'm expecting price to come and sweep this low as the next liquidity. So that's what we are expecting on the dollar index. So once you understand the concept of liquidity, you understand how the market works, you understand how smart money trades, you will not have problem with forex trading, and you not have problem with your analysis. All right, so what's next on Euro USD right now? What's next on Euro USD? So let's go to Euro USD. Coming. So here we have Euro USD. Let's see Euro USD on the daily time frame. So if you look at Euro USD on the daily time frame, you will see that we have this break of structure to the downside, and we have been expecting a correction move to the upside. Okay, and if you look at Euro USD internally, we also have this break of structure here, and we are still expecting price to give us a correction move. But if you look at what is happening here, you can see that here the market is moving sideways. So everything we are seeing here is liquidity. Everything we are seeing at this particular level here, everything that we are seeing here is liquidity. You can see that this level now is a level of resistance, which means some selling activities have been going on right here. So for those traders that have been selling here, their stop losses are exactly above this level. So what are we expecting? We are expecting smart money to sweep this liquidity above this zone, then mitigate this level of supply before we see the actual move to the downside. So this is what we are expecting on Euro USD. This level is level of liquidity, so we are expecting liquidity sweep. All right, then mitigation of the supply zone, and you can see this fair value gap as well. So we are expecting the mitigation of this fair value gap or the mitigation of the supply zone before we continue this move to the downside. So for now I'm expecting a bullish momentum on the on Euro USD, and you can see, look at this very strong candlestick we have yesterday. Is a very strong candlestick, and this happened to be a level of demand. I'm seeing a demand zone here below. All right, so let's go to the 1 hour time frame and let's see what we have on the 1 hour time frame. So if you look at 1 hour time frame, if you read the market trend on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we are seeing a bearish trend to the downside. You can see we are seeing all this bearish trend to the downside, and later on we have a shift in the market structure. So right here we've seen a change of character, we've seen market structure shift. All right, So right here we see market structure shift. So I'm expecting price to sweep this high. All the liquidities above here, we are expecting liquidity sweep exactly at this high. So before that, we are expecting this level now to give us a correction move to the downside, mitigate a demand zone before we see continuation to the upside. Okay, so that is what I'm expecting on Euro USD this week. So for Euro USD, I'm expecting price to come into this level of demand right here, this level of demand right here, so we can experience a push to the downside to this level before we see the continuation to the upside. So that's what I just want to show you this morning, so that you can know where the dollar index is going next and where Euro USD is going next as well. So if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay profitable. Have a nice week.